Okay, so here is Olivia's challenge for me. I have 4 books this time. So we have this book, and I remember seeing this book on book lists, on shelves. I am quite sure that I took this out myself because, surprise, I really love book covers. I did not read it.
Okay.
Okay, that's me admitting that as a librarian. I did not read this book. I checked it out, did not read it. Okay, so we have a ring and we have a sky. I am gonna look at the title because it's there. At first, I was thinking that this could be science fiction, but I'm leaning toward speculative feminist literature. Oh, there's rainbows. Ooh. Okay, that's my guess. We have a fawn of sorts, bugs, leaves. I feel like this could be environmental literature. That's what I'm going for now. This reminds me of a sunset, but we do have a figure with a, what are those hats called? Bowler hats? Yeah, bowler hat. They seem very surreal. Maybe from another world. I don't know what to think about this one. I want to say, I feel like this is definitely about public transportation because we have a child and an adult waiting on the sidewalk. They're talking about tokens, but it's obviously about experiencing a city. These are difficult, yeah. Olivia.
This is very difficult. I'm going to give you something that's going to like either make it more difficult, okay, or this. Everyone knows this book. It's a stretch, but there is a link between these.
Okay, now that you've thrown this in, how to explain this book in a sentence? I mean, you don't want to say existential crisis.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He's in a very difficult codependent relationship with his rose.
Yeah.
Okay. These are possibly things that I always look for in books, but the element of escape, whether it is something that you choose or something that you're thrown into, and where maybe what we have left is necessary with all its trauma and heuristics, but we leave it in order to grow in some kind of way. So it becomes an adventure or something else, like to leave something very comfortable and go into an area, an idea, maybe even a geographical place that is going to broaden us. So in this book, she escapes from her phone into, or in the book, it's called a portal. I forgot what type of portal. And in the second half of the book, it's the opposite of escape. So it brings her back to a very difficult family issue that was very real and I think happened in the author's life. So this ring is kind of a portal that we always hold in our hand and we use to escape for hours on end. This one is her book of poetry, and it is very much about where you come from and how that shapes you and how you go through the world and interact with whatever it is, and always being pulled back to where you're from. I would have to say it's a difficult subject, but the way she wrote about it was excellent.
Is it about environmentalism at all?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
The cover is by Lisa Hannawalt, who did BoJack Horseman.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So also very, very funny. This one classically is about, because of this, I'm going to focus on one particular aspect of this book, but because it's very rich, but about the butler being thrown into a situation that he's not used to, and goes on a drive, on a journey to the West Country of England, and is faced with all of the loyalties that he spent his whole life attached to, bound to, and how that has impeded him from enjoying the basics of humanity, really. This is a New Yorker cartoonist, and they wrote this for their daughter, who was leaving to go to New York, and they wrote this in a way that is sort of a necessary part of life, to leave what is comfortable and deal with the difficult and often the most inspiring.